like?
It's lovely. We just come straight from the gallery. We spent the last 4 years navigating the pandemic. We have a beautiful all-room gallery in the middle of Bangkok, which has got artists from all around the world and a lot of British artists in there. So I've been doing that, doing a bit of painting and obviously making the music for the last... Been there for 7 years. We've been there for 10. Been making music for 7 years there with my partner James Davison.
Because you changed your life completely, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. It was. I mean, the '90s was pretty insane, right? Really. I mean, everyone I speak to in the '90s, their eyes start twitching when you talk about the '90s. And you think it's like yesterday because it happened so long ago, but it seems like yesterday to us. So for the last 7 years being there, I wanted to get away from England a little bit. I love Britain, love England, and had to get away a bit. And we wrote a screenplay, wrote the story of Timeless, which is with New Regency, which is we're looking at that coming out next year. And I flew with my best mates in Clint Dyer and Dan Cadan, and we wrote that. And then decided to make loads of music. And James Davison, my musical partner, and I've been mentoring him for years. He's been there every year. It's like his 8th journey. He doesn't want to go home anytime. I had to literally leave there last year while he was still in the house, while my wife was feeding him. And I'm like...
So he stays with you as well, does he?
He stays there all the time. He's been there for his 8th time. I think it's the food. It's got to be the veggie food and the banana cake. Something's wrong.
Oh, nice.
But he stays there. But it's been great doing this album because I interviewed Pete Tong. 2 years ago for Timeless, and he said, "What are you doing?" I went, "Well, we're writing some music. Send it to me." So we sent it to him, and he went, "We have to sign it." Really? So he signed Timeless 27 years ago. So it's kind of full circle with this album project, which is quite exciting.
So how am I? I'm trying to get. What's a typical Goldie day now in Bangkok? You've got the gallery, you're writing your music, doing screenplays. Maybe what's?
Well, we're in Phuket. And All Art Gallery is run on a daily basis with a wonderful manager, Leon, is from England. We're all English guys and there's Thai staff. So when I come up there, we do a lot of stuff and mill around and look at all the new art. But in Phuket, a week will be get up, 5 o'clock. You'll either be up the mountain, 9 kilometres, go into the lake, have a little meditation, come down, get back, get back into the house, and then drive over to Catch Up Hot Yoga.
I was going to say the yoga. Tell me about the yoga. Yeah, look at this.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at
Half Moon. What's that? I'm trying to...
well, the yoga's been amazing, and it's been, for me, it is actually, we're in May, right?
Yeah.
And this week, it's 13 years I've been doing hot yoga. So my special thanks to Paul Dobson and all my yogis at Yoga Quarter. And I was literally, I got off the plane Sunday. Monday morning, I was in at the 6:30 class.
How does it help you?
I'm pretty mad. I'm a professional child. I'm just loving the focus of it, and it just gives me a new love for the music as well. In terms of, I had to go away. I was burning out, in the UK, and I've been through a lot of trauma. And the yoga's been, it's always been my go-to thing. Yoga and meditation has been brilliant, and making music, I just can't get it out of my bones. I keep saying it's my last year, and James goes, you always say that. The missus is going, you're not going to give up.
Yeah, but that's because James wants to go back and stay with you for another trip.
That's exactly what it is.
He wants those banana pancakes.
He wants a banana cake and the banana pancakes. That's what he wants, yeah.
So, I mean, you say you love Britain, you love coming back, you've calmed down, the yoga's calmed you down. Are you calm enough now to return here one day? Do you think you'll move back?
I'm not sure. I mean, I love it there, and I just reminiscing and loving England so much. Obviously the Queen's anniversary, 70 years.
Yeah.
God bless her.
That's why the royal
That's
way.
the royal wave, see. We just did a 70, a QE2 version of the Queen, because I was never going to paint the Queen again, and I did a Queen painting, which I love. And my partner, Mr. Bowen, said, "You've got to do one for me, please. I'm a curator and one of your main supporters." So I did another one, and we did a print last week, which we're going to put out this week. But I just love coming back, and it was weird because everyone was peeping the horns yesterday in traffic, and I'm like, calm down, because everyone's so, and I'm like, I was like that though. It's a very intense energy in England. But coming to visit it and just, and you're looking at it, you can kind of laugh at it a little bit.
Do you feel a bit like a tourist now when you come home?
I do, very much so. I spoke to my son who's on his holidays, Jamie. I said I'd give him a shout because I never get to speak to him. And he said, "Are you going to go on the telly again, Dad?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on the telly. Not on the telly, but in the telly." But I love coming back and doing this stuff and talking about music and art. And it's been a blast. And to be like this age, I mean, I'm 56, I'm not a spring chicken. But it's great that, you know, the great thing about being back here is that music, drum and bass music and jungle music, it's the thing on everyone's lips this summer. And we're having this big renaissance with our music, which everyone said, oh, it'll be gone by 2 years. No, it's not. Still there.
So this life that you're living, it is completely different to the old one, isn't it? What happened?
I had a very expensive. I had a very expensive divorce. You know,
okay.
I just had enough. I think it wasn't right for what I was doing, and I just felt that I needed to change. We were there, and my partner said, "Look, you want to curate this gallery?" And the gallery's been a real labour of love. Just watching people's faces when they come in, and they're looking at real art as opposed to just looking at telephones. And I love the experience of when my daughter comes here, because my girls will be here soon. You know, my missus always takes them to the gallery, or, you know, the National Museum, or the Portrait Gallery. You still got to have that. You need kids getting out there, especially after the pandemic. Actually get out there and see stuff.
And has art helped you in the way that yoga's helped you to sort of
the art has been here since I was like 17. I was in New York.
Yeah.
Art has been my saviour, really. I think there should be more money put into the arts, and there has been to a certain extent. Music and art is the thing that we always go to after any kind of social pandemic or, you know, trouble. You think about depression or the blues, if you like. We've always rose from the ashes with music and art, always.
You have collaborated with some incredible people over the years, haven't you? How do you choose who to work with?
I don't know, they kind of choose me in a way. It's weird how it works. This album is like going through, right, I'll have rave from 91, right, I'll have jungle 92, you know what I mean, getting into that kind of aspect, right, house, kind of pre-Chicago house. It's like a time traveller's album. It's not complicated, you don't need a thesis to work it out with a lot of my music, which is very complicated. But collaborating with James Davison has been amazing, because JD's, in his own right, a brilliant producer, and I've always wanted to mentor someone. Always wanted someone that you could mentor and go, right, let me throw the kitchen sink at him. And he's like, kitchen sink's finished, right, next. You know, actually, I'm not washing up, I'm eating more of my wife's food. So it's been brilliant doing the collaboration and stepping back a little bit and listening to other ideas. So it's been a big love for me and James, and we're working tirelessly. You know, the tour starts now. We're off.
Super. Busy.
Very busy.
Busy. Just landed and still busy.
Just landed.
Goldie, it is so lovely to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
Old and, I was going to say old and new. Not that you're old, but it's lovely to hear.
I'm getting there.
No, you're not at all.
Start of No Regret. God bless.
Look, Start of No Regret, by Subjective, is out on the 20th of May.